Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's Marla. This is a review of a brush cleaning gel I received from Octoly, who also gave it to me from Real Techniques. If you don't know, Octoly is a platform that works with brands, and the brands work with, for example, YouTube creators. The brand will send them one of their products, and all we need to do as creators is give our honest review. Some of the claims on this product are it will increase your brush performance, which in turn will also help with makeup application. It's a deep cleansing concentrated gel that removes nearly all makeup residue, will remove impurities from your brushes, and also it's very quick. So all you do is use it weekly. You put a little bit on your hand or on a little mitt for cleaning, and you just moisten your brush, or I use it for my sponges also. You moisten your sponges and then you either squeeze it in your hand or rub it against your hand, or you can rub it against a mitt and then just rinse and reshape and let it dry. And again, all you guys know, Real Techniques is 100% cruelty free. So this has a little cap on top. You just press it and squeeze the bottle, and some of the gel will come out, and you can see the consistency of the gel. It is quite gooey. It almost looks like my snail jelly mask slime. So I'm going to do a demonstration cleaning one of my eyeshadow brushes. This brush is completely covered with black eyeshadow. It normally has a white tip on it, but you can see it's completely covered with black shadow. I'm going to try to squeeze just a drop, which is very difficult, out of this bottle. For some reason, it's very hard to get just a little bit out. Usually I get a blob that comes out. I dampened the brush, and I'm going to pretend this lid is either my hand or a makeup brush mitt, and I'm going to really give this a really good cleaning. So now I'm going to look at the tip of the brush, and I still don't see the white bristles that should be seen. So I'm going to rub it against the bar soap that I normally use to clean my brush, and okay, we still have some dirt left over. See, now my brush is clean after using the bar soap that I normally use to clean my brushes. In my sink are two filthy sponges. One is a Beauty Blender and one is a Real Techniques sponge. We're going to try to clean these with this solution and see how we do. So I'm going to rinse them both off, and then one at a time I'm going to clean them with the Real Techniques gel. This is the amount of product that is left on the Beauty Blender. You can see little spots that are still a little dirty that need cleaning. The bottom looks a little dirty. So right now I just put a blob of the gel on, and I'm really going to squeeze this and rub it and try to get that Beauty Blender as clean as I possibly can. So looking at it, it looks like the Real Techniques gel got most of the Beauty Blender fairly clean. There's just that one area on the bottom that's still just a touch dirty. Now I'm going to try the Real Techniques sponge. You can see where this sponge is dirty, all the sides, and I put a blob of the gel on that, and I'm going to rub, 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 and try to get as much of that dirt out as I possibly can. This is what the Real Techniques sponge looks like after I've cleaned it. Really fairly clean, but just a couple maybe little spots, but
I would say overall the Real Techniques sponge was cleaned fairly well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my typical, oh, it has a hole in it. I've used it so much. I'm going to use my typical bar soap that I use to clean my brushes and my sponges. I'm going to try to see if I can get this Real Technique sponge any cleaner than it already is. You see that one little spot there? Looks like it's a little discolored. Let's see if we can get that out. Oop, and my Beauty Blender, that, a little bit of discoloration right there also. Let's see if I can use the bar soap to get that any cleaner. So let's take a look. Oh, it looked like it really cleaned all of that off. My bar soap is pretty darn good. I'd have to say the bar soap won on that one because it totally cleaned all that product that was left over off my Beauty Blender. Let's take the Real Technique sponge. You can see where there's still some discoloration on the side there. We're going to do the same thing. So after rinsing, this is what we are left with. Let's take a peek. I would have to say that is totally clean. Yep, it looks like it really took everything off my Real Technique sponge. So I'd have to say the Real Techniques brush cleaner cleaned my sponges pretty well. I mean, not so bad, better than my brushes, but my bar soap really kind of won in the end. Hey everyone, now that you saw the demo, I'm going to give you my perceptions and I'm going to give it to you in the nutshell. I'm not going to drag this out. I'm going to kind of tell you how I feel about this product. I love Real Techniques brushes. I just love them. I just think they're great. I love Sam and Nick. The main reason I've been asking Octoly to try Real Techniques products is because I love them so much. Every brush they send me, I love. So I thought, wouldn't it be great to test out a brush cleaner made by the same company? Some of the problems that I have with this brush cleaner are the bottle and the way it is distributed, way the product is distributed. This bottle is a really tough bottle to squeeze. So as the gel gets used and you start getting down to the very bottom, it is a little hard for my kind of geriatric hands sometimes to squeeze. And even if I do squeeze it, it's kind of tough to get an accurate amount. A lot of times I would squeeze, try to just get a little drop, and then this blob would come out. And then I feel like I wasted product. For my brushes, you saw the demonstration. I think that speaks for itself. I just don't think that this cleaned my brushes as thoroughly as I would have liked. I almost needed to use a lot more product or clean my brushes twice in order to get them as clean as I normally would with my bar soap that I use in my brushes. The main reason I wanted to try this out as opposed to just sticking with my bar soap is I love that bar soap. I think it does a great job of cleaning my brushes. It's just that it leaves the bristles a little stiff. And I think this is a little bit more of a conditioning gel, and it does have a really nice scent, and I thought, oh, this would be so nice if it left my bristles really soft after cleaning. But if the brushes aren't getting cleaned as thoroughly as I would have liked, then that kind of is something that is kind of a negative for me. For the sponges, you also saw the demonstration of the sponges. I think if I would buy this product, which I think is $9, I would only use it on sponges because on brushes, I just feel like I would be wasting it. I feel like I would have to use so much of this product. If I was going to clean all the brushes that I have here, like in one shot, it would just take me too much product to clean them all. The Beauty Blender and the Real Technique sponge are a little bit easier to clean with this, and it does does leave the sponge kind of nice and soft. So I would say if I was going to use this for me personally, I would only use it on the sponges and reserve my brushes really for something else. And that way I don't think I would feel so guilty for the price tag of this of $9. Not that $9 is really exorbitant, but if you're wasting a lot of product cleaning your brushes, I mean, this thing's going to be gone for me and I don't know how soon. And I like to kind of keep things going a little bit longer and not waste a lot of product. So brushes for me, no. That's my perception though. Somebody else may feel differently. If I was going to buy this myself, I'd use it only on my sponges. Or my powder puff, you know, like I have little powder puffs here I use on my face. That's probably something else I would use it on, but my brushes, not so much. I wish they could formulate this into like a bar soap. I really love the idea of having a bar soap and then cleaning my brushes by rubbing them against the bar soap. I just think that is just so easy. You don't even need a mitt, and you could just clean your brushes that way. Anyway, that's kind of my perceptions of the product. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye from Marla.